We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Philadelphia Phillies. Toronto go to work on ending what's become an 8-game skid. First pitch is next. Aaron Nola gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Digging in, Joe Panic. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now here's the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game, dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
The 1-1.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And that's the first down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ready now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Gurriel.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. The 1-1 home. A swing and a high drive to right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Guerrero on third. Gurriel at second with 1 away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. First pitch coming. Here it is. He's set. The 0-1.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gurriel will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Standing in, Bryce Harper, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. Harper is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and a strike to count. Ryu comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 15, Randall Grichuk.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 0 for 4. First offering on its way. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. In his career, Grichuk is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. That evens it up 1-1. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Now here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 10.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Reese McGuire. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming, here it is. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2 out with the man at first. Two and two. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
One left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So stepping in, JT Realmuto, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers.
Realmuto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. Scott Kingery will be next. The 3-1. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Ryu's ready. Here it comes. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's fouled away. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Panik, the former New York Met, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
A 1-1. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McCutchen is under it. 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So 1 away in the Toronto third, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Aye.
Third inning, no score to this point. A ball and a strike. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's low, ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Stepping up now, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
The 1-0 pitch.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Outside and low, 3-0. Teoscar Hernandez will be next. Three and 0. Here it is. Swing and oh my! Hit him with the high. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
The center fielder.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Hernandez playing up the middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because
and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
The batter,
and time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. McCutchen is going to get there to make the catch a few steps into foul territory for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 6, Travis Shaw.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Count is 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
All even now. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Count remains 2-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 2-0 Blue Jays. Striding into the box, Roman Quinn. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. The pitch.
Nope. Outside.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Another full count offering on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Giving chase is Hernandez.
And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting ninth.
So 1 gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the fighting Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and it'll be the pitcher up next, Aaron Nola. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Gene Segura will be next. And he misses here, ball 4, and somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The left fielder, number 22.
Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ryu comes set. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. McCutchen, 33 years old. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 2-1 home.
Hey.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. There to make the catch is Hoskins, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10.
Digging in to try it again, Reese McGuire, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Hyunjin Ryu. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So striding forward now, Bryce Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70%.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Over to first, Ryu, just keeping him close. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Bounce towards the mound. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. We played 4 full. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Phillies nothing. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. This is in the air out to left field. McCutchen is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now back, left field.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat was...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're up 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Late square, and this is popped up. Ryu is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Meanwhile now, this is a fair ball down the line in left, and that ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. 1 out and a runner on second base. A ball and 2 strikes now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He drew a walk his first time up.
Aaron Nola.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. The 2-2. Runner's on his way to third. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Phillies nothing. Ready for another shot now to Oscar Hernandez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The batter, number 11.
Digging in now, Bo Bichette. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. 1 out, nobody on. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The first baseman, number 6.
In now, Travis Shaw. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Gene Segura standing in. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Grounded back up the middle, and a dive, but it's off his glove, and that should go as a base hit. And he will not have time to recover it short. That's an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Gurriel arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first
The
out.
right fielder, number 3. Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set, and the pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-1 pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Hernandez. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Now batting, catcher.
So striding in, JT Realmuto, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ready with the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always want to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In the air now, out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Here's Randall Grichuk. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. And the pitch. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Kingery's there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, number 10.
Stepping into the box, Reese McGuire. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Brendan Drury will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Joe Panic. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Sean Yamaguchi gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 1.
At the plate, Scott Kingery, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Shot toward right center, and that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the seventh.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
To the plate now, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fouled off.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Gurriel has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Jay Bruce will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 9, Jay Bruce.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. (2-0) the count to Jay Bruce.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back safely. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Hernandez is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 22.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there, 1-0.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase, and this one scoots all the way to the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 58.
Striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The windup and the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Popped him up. Hoskins has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Stepping up to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, and it's 0-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Philadelphia is on top, 3-2. Bottom of the inning now. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Swing and a miss at the forkball. That's a ball and a strike. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, the first baseman, Reese Hoskins.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? It's a panic covering. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting,
digging in and looking for more, JT Realmuto. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Didi Gregorius will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there. 0-1.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there, right in the wheelhouse. Low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery.
Second baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's now 5-2 Philadelphia. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Settling in now, Bo Bichette. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
But the runner's back easily. In now, Travis Shaw. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a throw over. Runner's back. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and a strike.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
So now to the plate, Rendell Grichuk. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Ready on 1 and 2. Lifted in the air out to left field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
Now batting, number 10.
Now at the plate, Reese McGuire, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch. 2 out with the man at first. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Aaron Nola wins his 3rd of the season. Hector Neris closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
All right. Well, a huge comeback there by the Fighting Phils as Hector Neris comes in and closes the door on the Toronto Blue Jays here in this Game 1 of this quick 2-game set. Shun Yamaguchi takes the loss. Hector Neris the save. 2 strikeouts there. Had that fly out there to a center, which kind of almost gave me heart palpitations there for a minute. I'm not going to lie. Aaron Nola picks up win number 3. I decided to leave him in there and let him bat. I did not want to pull him. I wanted to at least give him the chance to get that win. And the offense kicked in the high gear right when we needed it to happen. Didi Gregorius steps up with a 2-run home run. JT Realmuto 2 for 4 with a double and a run batted in, also scoring. Bryce Harper 2 for 4 with a double, scoring a run. Mean Gene 2 for 4, also scoring. En route to a 5-2 victory here by the Phils. 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Toronto 2 runs on 7 hits with 1 error as Hector Neris gets the save for Aaron Nola. Nola now 3-0 on this young season with 7 innings pitched, letting up 6 hits, striking out 7, and 2 earned runs. So the ERA went up a little bit, but that's okay, letting up 1 walk in the game. So that is it for here as we jump out of this. Aaron Nola definitely earned the player of the game. 103 pitches thrown, striking out 7. I figured I'd let the computer play it at least while I was eating dinner, so I came back down and took the controls, and lo and behold, Phils pull off the victory. So back in the win column as they get their 8th win of the season. Toronto falls to 1-10. Not typical what you would see from a Toronto team. However, it's a young squad, and I have no doubt that the Toronto team will see better days, especially with the likes of Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, among others, second and third generation players on that squad. They will have their day again, I'm sure, but I'm kind of happy when the Phils beat up on the Toronto Blue Jays. For nothing else, I tend to not forget 1993 World Series when Joe Carter pretty much took a dagger and stabbed it in all our hearts. That was a long time ago, and that's another story for another day. But however, I personally, I'd like to see the Phils get the victory here. However, moving on to tomorrow, Tuesday, April 7th, Zach Wheeler heads to the Hill, taking on Ryan Barucki. That will be on round about 7 o'clock, depending on when dinner falls in place and when I can get down here to play. But the Philly season continues as we are getting into well into the second week of April here, and after tomorrow's game, we got a day off on Wednesday, and then they hit the road for 8 games, 4 against Cincy and 4 against Milwaukee. Going to be interesting to see how the Cincinnati series pans out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they are in first place. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull that up right fast. So the Phils sit atop the National League East, 8-3, 2 games ahead of the Marlins, 3 games ahead of the Mets, 3.5 ahead of the Nationals, and the, I guess you would say, the defending National League East. Or no, probably not. Anyway, that's a pipe dream. Anyway, the Braves in last place with 4 games behind the fighting Phils. So. And as we look to the National League Central, absolutely, yes. The Reds sit atop the National League Central at 9-1. So the Phils are going to have their work cut out for them when they go on the road. Of course, then they will be facing the Brewers after that in Milwaukee at Miller Park. So that should be, see how that turns out. Of course, the Phils took 2 out of 3 from the Brew Crew at home, so we'll see how they do coming up as they hit the road again. But there you see the standings for the National League East. The Fighting Phils sit up the top, 8-3 on this young season. So as you can see, Aaron Nola, player of the game, the ace, really showing his stuff tonight, showing his resolve, going over 100 pitches yet again, and got to give it to Hector Neris, his second save in as many tries. I can see with that splitter that he throws, it's going to be tough for opposing hitters to get anything off Hector Neris. If that splitter is kicking on all cylinders, I dare say that pitch will cause some hits, and I don't mean or fits, not hits. I know what I'm trying to say. Anyway. We're going to go to Justin Allegri. We're going to advance to tomorrow and preview tomorrow's game right after this. I'll be back with the totals and a recap right after this.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the Phillies totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-2. The Padres pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-1. Jordan Yamamoto twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as the Marlins got the best of the Nats 4-0. The Reds amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home 11-9. It was their 7th win in a row. The Cubbies put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-4. The Cards allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-0. The Arizona Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 3-0. The New York Yankees got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Orioles 5-3. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Red Sox knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Rays in extra innings 4-3. Jose Abreu drove in 3 as the Chi Sox took care of the Mariners 5-2. The Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Tigers 10-7. The Cleveland Indians defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-1. The A's pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-2. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Justin Allegri, for that recap of Monday's games. We're looking at tomorrow as Zach Wheeler takes to the hill. It will be opposed by Ryan Barucki, the left-hander. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna probably load up the lineup with a few right-handers in that lineup. Might probably see maybe Neil Walker a start, perhaps Philly Phil. Get him a start or two. I have not decided as of yet, but there's your pitching matchup for tomorrow. As far as the injuries, you probably saw me scrolling through as Justin Allegri was mentioning the results of the Monday's action. Victor Arano still on the injured list with shoulder tightness. Alvarez, strained calf. They'll probably wind up moving up to the 60-day disabled list, but we shall see. See how the bullpen is doing. As you see, some of the league leaders, Bryce Harper, right there at the top with 15 runs batted in. Eugenio Suarez, 14 runs batted in, and of course Reese there, trailing with 12 runs batted in. Hey, look at Aaron Nola right there at the top of the heap with strikeouts. I'll tell you what, when his stuff is on, that home run that he let up, honestly doesn't happen very often, and obviously it happened in this game, so you'd have to expect the unexpected. However, in this case, Aaron Nola leads the National League in strikeouts. As we look at the stolen bases, Jonathan Villar, Starling Marte, and Billy Hamilton. Earned run average, Jake the Snake in there still at .53, so less than a half a run per game for Jake the Snake. We'll see how he does. He will be starting on the road in Cincinnati in that first game, so we'll see how that pans out. Of course, you see batting average, Mean Gene climbing up the ladder with batting average. He's been hot here of late, especially in that leadoff spot. Now that Kutch is back, I decided to leave Kutch in that second hole while Gene Segura is doing so well. Bryce Harper in there at 442. Tucker Barnhart, 433. Aaron Nola at the top of the heap with wins. He's 3-0. We see here home runs. Max Muncy with 5. Bryce Harper with 5. So he's tied for the league lead in home runs. Freddie Freeman of the Braves in there with 4. Saves. Well, I guess they've had a lot closer games, the Cardinals there, with Giovanni Gallegos with 5. Kenley Jansen of the Dodgers with 5. Kirby Yates with 4. So I'm sure that as the season goes on and the games are going to be a lot closer. This computer is very fickle. As you play games, it notices your tendencies and adjusts abruptly. So it's going to be the stats are going to change, shall we say, as the season goes on, and the scores will be not as grandiose, and probably get some more chances for saves with. Let me see here. Let's just have a look here. Let's see, Hector. So right now, we're looking at, in 3 games, he had to suffer the loss yesterday because of I brought him in to try to hold it together. But that was not a save opportunity. But Hector, as the season goes on, you have to think that number is going to increase again as the margin in scoring is probably going to decrease somewhat. So he'll have his opportunities for saves. There's no question about that. And what can you say about Sir Anthony Dominguez hitting the triple-digit marker again? He's a great setup guy. Definitely want to make sure he's in there as much as possible to set up for Hector. I can't say enough about this bullpen. It's loaded with lefties and righties for any kind of situation. And then our staff, our starting staff, Jake the Snake. up there with 2 wins, 17 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts. You know, obviously Zach Eflin ran into a buzzsaw yesterday. Or I should say Vince Velasquez ran into a buzzsaw, but Eflin in his last outing did not fare too well. Obviously, he's 0-1, but we'll see how it goes. A lot of hot hitters in that lineup right now. Can't say enough about these guys. JT is on a tear, 375 average. Bryce Harper, 442. I got to get Reese. I got to get him some hits. I feel bad for him. I mean, I got to get him some good swings. Mean Gene in there, 447 average. He's actually a little bit 5 ticks better than Bryce. Didi with the big 2-run shot tonight, pretty much put it over the top for the Phils. I had actually been toying with the notion of actually pulling him out to go with a righty against lefty matchup, but I decided, you know what, he's due. So I left him in there to face the left-hander, and he came through big time with a 2-run knock, 2-run home run out there to left center field. Kingery swinging well. Roman Quinn picking up steam too. Kutch has got to get his stuff together. I don't know if coming off the injured reserve list, he's, I guess, got some lingering injuries. I don't know. I know that I pulled him off the injured list to get him in there, and I don't know. Maybe I might put him in the leadoff spot, and maybe that'll do the trick. I don't know, but things will change. They usually do, but we will not look too far ahead. We will look to tomorrow. 7:05 is the scheduled time, but we will see. It should be around about that time. Then we'll have an off day on Wednesday, and then we'll hit the road. So that'll be it for now. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody who tuned in, I thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. I miss baseball, and this is a way to keep the baseball thing going. Springtime without baseball is a huge loss as far as I'm concerned. So this is I play this game anyway, but figure if you guys are into watching baseball, even though it is a video game, and you're like me, then you'll enjoy this too. Well, that'll be it. That's enough of my babbling. We'll see you tomorrow for more Phillies baseball in Game 2 of this quick 2-game series. Final score here tonight on this Monday, April 6th, the Phillies 5 and the Blue Jays 2. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow night, everybody.